Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Apurva here, and today I'm going to present my poster on the topic Metagenomics of Karyogenic Microbiota in Primary Teeth with Deep Dentinal Caries, an Illumina-based sequencing study. We're talking about a main topic of interest, which is dental caries. We're talking about that. It is nothing but a discrepancy in the dynamic metabolic progression of the dental biofilm. And we also know that there is still a marked diversity in the microflora of dentinal caries, with a few of them that are yet to be characterized. And the microbial populations involved in dental caries are known to be highly complex and variable, although some of the key organisms are generally recognized to be associated with the disease progression. And one of the key aspects of dental caries is, as the lesion progresses, there is a transition from predominantly facultative gram-positive bacteria in early caries to anaerobic gram-positive rods and cocci and gram-negative rods in the deep carious lesions. Moving on to the purpose of my study, which is to conduct a metagenomic analysis of the microflora obtained from the soft caries of deep dentinal lesions in primary dentition with Illumina technology. And the main objective was assessing bacterial profiles from the collected caries samples and subjecting them to Illumina sequencing. Moving on to materials and methods, 30 samples were taken from the posterior primary teeth, inclusion criteria being children with deep dentinal caries without pulp involvement, sufficient tooth structure to support a rubber dam, sufficient isolation with sterility control and operative field to demonstrate no bacterial growth. Children who met the inclusion criteria were subjected to radiographic examination. Informed consent was taken and rubber dam was placed. Vicarious lesion was removed with a sterile spoon excavated from the posterior primary teeth. Each sample was obtained by pooling the material collected from the deep dentinal lesions and placed in a sterile 1.5 ml microcentrifuge tube. They were then subjected to next generation sequencing. DNA was extracted and the microbiome characterized on the basis of the V4 hypervariable region of the 16S rRNA gene by using the paired end sequencing on Illumina MI sequencing device. Talking about the results, where we can see the first pie chart, wherein we have seen the microbial profiles at various taxonomical levels. The first shows the microbial profile at the phyla level. So we've found some dominant microbial profiles there. At the phyla level, we've got Firmicutes at 58.47%, Actinobacteria at 37.67%, Proteobacteria at 3.112%. Moving on to the next pie chart, which shows the relative abundance at the class level, wherein we found Bacilli at 53.67%, Actinobacteria at 28.36%, and Corynebacteria at 9.29%. The next is at the order level, wherein we found Actinomycetales at 18.26%, Bifidobacterials at 10.10%. The most abundant we found was the Lactobacillus at 53.60%. And talking about part here wherein we have found relative abundance at the family, genus, and species level. The most dominant family found here was of that of the Streptococcaceae at 48.88%, Bifidobacteriaceae at 10.10%, Corynebacteriaceae at 9.29%, Actinomycetaceae at 9.22%. In genus, we found Streptococcus as 48.84%, Scardovia at 10.07%, Actinomyces at 8.90%, and Olsonella at 8.70%. Some of the unknown species with respect to the genus Streptococcus was found at 47.16%, Profusa at 8.7%, Dispar at 3.55%. So basically, Scardovia, when we compare with the earlier studies, was found in association with the early lesions, unlike in our study where we found it to be associated with the deep dentinal lesions. And also some of the rare species like Profusa and Dispar was found in our study. And overall, 1,079 species were found in comparison to the other studies where with the normal culture techniques and other molecular methods, hardly 100 to 150 species were characterized. So I would like to conclude by saying that attempts to culture anaerobic bacteria from Caries dentine results in a significant underestimation of the number of bacteria present. So in contrast, coming on to the molecular techniques, it has the potential to produce reliable means of quantifying bacterial DNA and therefore the bacterial numbers as well. Thank you.